I had recorded the unboxing, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if my camera turned off or if my program stopped running, as I was out of town at the time. I had to use a different program, and it was just a disaster. But I got done recording, went to review, and then upload just to find the file was missing. So I was not very happy about that. So then unfortunately a lot of things happened, and so I'm re-recording a month later. But I am still excited about this box, as I know people are thinking, wait a minute, I've seen mystery boxes unboxed before, and normally it's just a box full of trash. Well, this is a different type of mystery box. This is a mystery box that you have a hand in creating. You just don't know what you are gonna get. So I was a little skeptical about doing this, because I had seen this advertised on groups on an app called Amino, and I was a little skeptical about doing it because I was going to be legitimately handing over money to somebody I did not know, and I had to trust that I would be getting something back. And I was very, very happy with what I got. And I know that I'm going to be just as excited. I probably will be just slightly louder than I was in that previous video. Not much louder because I have a roommate who is sleeping, so I do have to be mindful of that. So I know what is in here, but everything that's in here is just so mind-blowing that I know I'm still gonna freak out again. So there is a bit of a story behind the box, so let's get into that. When I had approached her, within a Sailor Moon group, and that was the box I was going to go with. I was going to go with a Sailor Moon box. And the person is very professional. She does ask, he or she, I'm not 100% sure which one it is. If I keep saying she, it's simply because that's where I head to. It might be a male. I just don't want to use he, she, but it can be anyone. She did kind of make it seem that it is a female who it is creating these boxes. So that's why I am going with she. She was very professional. She will go ahead and, first of all, she can do anime, manga, books, movies, you name it, and she can build a box for you. Her boxes start at $40, and for $40 you're guaranteed a minimum of 3 items. So that is actually really good, especially for an anime box. $40 and you get 3 items. That's fantastic, because you can spend $40 on just a figure and that's it, or a plushie. So yeah, so I went big. A friend of mine helped fund the box. This was a birthday gift, and we went little over double that price. We went for a $100 box. So I told her the budget, And she does ask a lot of questions. She will ask you what type of phone you have, what size t-shirt you wear, and she will also ask whether or not you already have items from that particular series. Now, that's where the story comes in at. I have an extensive Sailor Moon collection, and it's so extensive that I had to create a spreadsheet in order to keep everything basically in my head, and so that I know what I have for everything. Plushies, statues, figures, anything and everything is on this spreadsheet, and it's all mapped out. So I sent her that, and yeah, that made it quite difficult for her to kind of pull anything, because I pretty much had quite a few items. So she asked, was there anything else that I liked? And I thought about it, and of course I did some research before I told her. So I gave her 2 anime, and I also said Hello Kitty. So the 2 anime that I gave her were Diabolik Lovers and Vampire Knight. Now, Vampire Knight does have quite a bit for merchandising, but Diabolik Lovers, not so much, as that was a Japanese-only video game that was adapted into 2 anime seasons. And I kind of went with both of them because they're both vampire anime, and I figured at least she can theme the box around the same thing and go from there. So she said give her a couple of days. She did not want the money right away, and so waited a couple of days, and she came back with, it would be, she did the shopping. She didn't purchase anything yet, but she'd done the shopping, and the items came up to $103. So it was a little bit more than the budget, but that was perfectly fine. I let my friend know. They were completely fine with it. And I asked her about the shipping price, and she said since I was not doing expedited shipping, everything was included in at $100 or $103. So I thought, great, perfect, okay, let's go. I did have some problems on my end getting the money transferred from my friend over to me so that I can go ahead and make the purchase. I made the purchase, sent the money, and she said she was going to be going to an anime convention, and she would go ahead and make the purchases the following week. Well, I did not expect to hear anything back, but then I believe it was about a few days to a week later, and I get a message on Amino with her telling me one of my items came in. And I thought, wow, really? And the fact that she was letting me know that, and I figured, okay, she let me know about the one item, and that was going to be it. No, she actually let me know at every stage when everything came in that it came in. So that I thought was great. It was great communication. She let me know when an item came in. She let me know how many items she was still waiting on, which was great thing to hear. So she shipped out the box, she sent me the tracking number, and I was traveling at the time. So I was kind of a little hesitant as to where to have it shipped to. So I had it shipped, but I had it shipped to my regular home, because I only travel about 45 minutes away from my home, and I was able to swing back by my house, pick up the package to bring it to where I was at. The only address that is on the box will be your address. So there will not be a return address. But she does do, because this is the box, I'm not going to pull this any closer because I don't want anybody reading the tracking number, but this is the tracking number for this box, and I'm going to pull this up just slightly, and that is my town and my states. So the price of postage on my box was $11.95, which she would not have known that when she was shopping around for my items. So that means everything went towards the items that were in this box. She may have put some aside for the shipping, but I believe everything went towards just everything that's in here. Now, I am thinking of doing another box. I may do the other shipping just to see what the price difference is. So if I do that, I may just do it just to see what the price difference is going to be. So let's do a re-unboxing, because even though I did unbox this, it has been a month. It's been an insane month past that. A lot of stuff has happened. I don't want to talk about it because it's highly emotional stuff, but it has not been a great month. So digging back into this box is gonna make me happy, and I know that for sure. So I promise the next time I get one of these, it will be a complete unboxing from start to finish. She did use duct tape to close it up, which I don't mind. And as you can see, as I'm moving this, it is showing my name up here. I'm not moving it. I'm actually going to turn this around. No, actually it should be fine, as long as I don't move it past that point. Now I'm going to show what is in here. I did stuff. Now, this tissue paper is what wrapped 99% of the stuff that was in here. There was only one item that was not wrapped in tissue paper, and you will see what that item was and why it was not wrapped in tissue paper. Trying to keep this box in frame. I don't know why it won't stay in frame. I'm going to try and do this, pull these items out. Okay. And this was the very first item I had unboxed previously. I have several of these clocks. Now, looking at this, it does not look like anything. It is a color change clock. It looks, when you look at it, it's kind of like, really? This does not look like something from either show, Vampire Night or Diabolik Lovers. But that is how all of these clocks are. Their packaging is very deceiving. So, but I do love these clocks. When I saw this clock, I thought, oh great. Okay. I love these clocks as they make great night lights. The clocks on them are the best. They always run either fast or slow. So if I were to turn this on, this would be your screen. Another great thing about these clocks are it gives you the temperature of the room you're in, which I like. But this is what makes this a character clock. Okay, so this is actually a vampire night item. That's what I forgot to mention. When she did the shopping, she said she was able to find 6 items. And she was able to split it in half. So 3 items are Vampire Night, 3 items are Diabolik Lovers. So this one is a Vampire Night item, and it was wrapped in black tissue paper. So the tissue paper is black and orange. And I'll tell you what my theory was at the beginning when I started unboxing this in a few minutes. So this is the school symbol for Cross Academy from the anime and the manga. I love this symbol. I love this clock. I wish I had one more of these so that I can keep this one in the box, keep it pristine, and use the other one. Even though I will probably use this one. Okay. This can run on either my brain just went dead. It can run on either a power cord or it takes AAA batteries for the color change part. Now for the clock part, it does have watch batteries, which are provided. So I'm not going to put any batteries into this, as I do not have batteries right here at this point. But I do have another one of these. Let me get this back on. Oh my god, how did they get these things on here in the first place? Because there is a piece of plastic in between the two watch batteries. And if you notice, there is a small slit right there where the little piece of plastic goes through. If I were to pull out that piece of plastic, it would activate the clock, and it actually does the alarm for the new year, for the New Year song, which I think is actually pretty neat. I use these as a nightlight. Yes, I know I'm too old for a nightlight, but it keeps the room, or at least that part of my room, slightly illuminated, but not too illuminated. And actually, give me one quick second. Let me grab the one I have. And I just want to show you the color change effect. Now it does have all the buttons down here at the bottom that change the time and settings. Now there is a little slide bar, it's a little hard to focus on here, that you just flip the switch. Yeah, this is not picking this up very well. Yeah, it's picking it up a little better now. But as you can see, it is changing colors. And as I said, these are great for night lights right by your bedside. It's actually $201 right now, and as I said, these run about, these always seem to run a bit fast. I don't know why. And the time on this says 2:14. So I never use it for an actual clock, because for some reason they always run too fast for that. And this one is actually a Sailor Moon one. I have an entire collection of just these for Sailor Moon, and I never even knew they made any for Vampire Night, so I'm gonna have to search to see if I can find any more of these. And these make for a great night light. And I know that these run about at least about $12 to $15. Because, as I said, I've bought a ton of these. So this is not it might look inexpensive, but trust me, it's not, because I've purchased a lot of these. So I've got an entire collection of these. So this, love it, because it gives me another one of these. Once the time starts getting really wacky, I just switch out the clock. This one, the time is starting to get really wacky on this one, because as I said, this one is about 12 minutes off. So I may be switching this one out and switching this one in. So I now have a replacement for this one. So yay! We put that one there. I'm going to put that right here. And I'm going to pull what was the second item from the box. Okay. Now these did come in a plastic bag. They did not come just like this. I did not put them back into the plastic bag, but these are fingerless gloves with, again, these are Vampire Night, and these, again, were in black paper. So once I opened up these, I thought, okay, she color-coded everything. So anything that is Vampire Night is in black, and Diabolik Lovers is probably all in yellow. I was wrong, but I will get to that in a second. I love to wear gloves in the winter. My fingers freeze to death, and gloves are my saving grace, but I have a smartphone, so gloves don't really work with those. I do have a pair of gloves that are supposed to be touchscreen approved. Yeah, I still end up having to pull my gloves off. So I do have another pair of fingerless gloves, which my family hate being seen with me with. So when I saw these, oh my god, these are perfect for me. These, again, this is actually the symbol that is tattooed on the neck of one of the characters who is one of my favorite characters. That's another thing she does ask. She will ask you, who are your favorite characters from from the shows? And these gloves are perfect because these are the magic fabric type, so they stretch for my abnormal sized hands for a big girl. I have quite small hands for a big girl. So yeah, I at least now have a pair of gloves until the dead of winter, when wearing gloves like these will not be practical. Or I'm gonna try to see if I can fit these underneath another pair of gloves, so that I have one pair that's that covers my fingers completely, and then when I get into the car, I can pull that pair off and have these on, so that my hands are covered up, but my fingers are still available for when I do need to use my phone. Of course, that is only if I am a passenger in the car. If I am driving, no. I do not use my phone, as that is extremely dangerous. I will not even answer the phone unless it is one of my family members, and then I only do speaker, and I make the conversation extraordinarily short. And I just tell them, hey, I'm driving, I'll call you when I am no longer driving. So, do not drive and use your phone. That is highly dangerous. I work in the medical field. You do not want to know how many times I've had to code for accidents, people being on their phone and driving. So, yeah, there is a code for that. But yeah, I'm gonna absolutely love these, especially now, because now we're getting into fall, and I do need something on some days, because Chicago, we have those really cold snaps, but it's not quite cold enough to wear full gloves, because you're gonna look silly. So yay! If I get another box, I hope I get another pair of these, because then I will have more. Again, another item I'm going to try and search for, because that way I will have one pair to keep safe and snug, and then this pair. So these I'm just going to right here. Now, the next item was in yellow. Was the very first yellow package I opened. So that kind of knocked my whole Vampire Knight Diabolik Lovers thing right out the window. And unfortunately, I cannot show you the full glory of this item, because I just don't have the space where I am currently sitting. I will probably have to take a picture of it later on and post a link to it in the description. But when I saw this, I completely freaked out. I will probably freak out again, because This is every fangirl's dream item to have. Now, I'm not going to completely unfold this item. I'm unsure whether or not this is a fabric flag, or it's supposed to be a sheet or a cover of some type, because the packaging was actually in Japanese. So I'm just going to keep it folded in half, because you can still see the most important part that's on here, even if it's folded in half. And this was the last not the last Vampire Knight item. The rest is Diabolik Lovers. And I have to say, this is by far one of my most favorite items from this box. So I'm going to try and show this going from one side to the other. Oh, here we go. This, and unfortunately I cannot see what you guys are seeing right now, but I have seen this entire thing, and this is just this is a fangirl's flag. If you love Vampire Knight, and if you were a fangirl or boy of the Knight class, whom these characters were part of that class. The school was divided into two classes because there were vampire students there and human students there. The night class were the vampire students, and the day class were the humans, of course. And of course, all of my favorite characters on there were mostly male, and they were all from the night class. And let's just say they're all on this flag. So I say this is my husbando flag, with husbando 1, 2, 3, and 4 on here. You have Kaname Kuran on here, whom is, let me see if I can, right dead center where he needs to be. And then Ichijo, Ido, or Idol, as he's nicknamed. I'm trying to show him. He's a short little cutie like I am. I'm only 5'4", so I'm a short little cutie. And his cousin, I can never remember what his name is off the top of my head. And is Senri on here? No, he's not. But yeah, I think I am actually going to probably take this over to Michael's and get this into a frame and hang this up that way, because I am so afraid that this thing would actually get ruined. I have never seen anything like this, and this is only half. So this shows about down to their mid chests, so you get a good portion of them. So this is my favorite. Actually, I'm not gonna fold this back up. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm about to be hugged by 4 husbandos at once. There we go. This is every fangirl and boy's dream. Now, husbando is actually a term anime fans created for any character from an anime, a video game, a manga that is male, and there is waifu for females that has been claimed by that fan. I basically have a harem because I like so many characters that much. But yeah, I got these were my top 4, so this was a perfect choice on that one. So yeah, I'm being hugged by all 4 of them right now. And you know what, that character name is driving me nuts. Akatsuki, that is his name. The one with the orange hair. He, as I said, he is Aido's brother, not brother, his cousin. So, yeah. So, I had gone to dip into the box to pull another random item when I saw something peeking out that just grabbed my attention and kept my attention. Now, this was the very first Diabolik Lovers item I had ever seen in person, and I am slowly going to try and pull it out and not knock anything else out. Come here. I freaked when I saw this. I freaked out more over this than I did over this. I think I freaked out 15 times more, and I'm still uber excited over this item. Diabolik Lovers has a character named, let me make sure I get this right. He is one of the brothers. Sorry, my eyes are going bad right now. I really need to take Kanato, which is a very Japanese name. He owned this bear, and this bear actually had a name, and he actually has a character page on the wiki, and his name is Teddy. And oh my god, I mean, first of all, a plushie from any anime is just a plushie. Let me hold you just like this so that you're still in frame. A plushie that is about this big will cost anywhere between $10 to $20. Okay. I cannot even begin to estimate for this one, because despite, I mean, all of this is felt except for the ribbon, which I don't mind that. It's just the fact that detailing on here is just so great. I'm going to put him on this side so that I don't keep knocking him out of frame. The detail on him is just, it is spot on. I mean, most companies would not go into the detailing of making sure that his pink jacket has the black line going all the way around on his little vest. Not his jacket, his little vest. Okay. His eye patch, even, as I said, even though everything is made of felt, the detailing on it is just spot on. It has the yellow for the buckle here and at the top. It has the detailing for the symbol on here, and it is actually another piece that's on here. See, listen. That is not just silk screened onto here. That was actually attached onto here. And that is a lot of detail to put into a plushie. And he is soft, he's squishy. I just want to hug him and squeeze him and just... There is a scene in the anime where he is thrown into a fireplace and Kanato just goes insane. I want to watch that episode, and when that part comes, I just want to pull this bear out and go, oh, poor baby. No, here's Teddy. Teddy's fine. See, I have him right here. He is perfectly fine. I mean, if you go on to his wiki page, as I said, I mean, this... Sorry, I thought I heard my roommate. I mean, right down to... There are a couple of quote-unquote battle scars on him that are show accurate, game accurate. No, I'm sorry, those are cheek stitches. Look at it on this side. And as I'm trying to get him close enough, it's just the exposure from my, there we go. As I said, it's just the little details like that. I mean, he's not smiling, he's smirking like he's supposed to be. And another great detail is, in the show, Kanato actually hides a vial of his mother's blood underneath the eye patch. In the game, it's his mother's ashes. Now, over here, he does... Sorry, I keep putting him out of frame. Over here, he does have an eyeball. And guess what he has underneath the eye patch? I'm going to try and move this out of the way and not rip it off. He has nothing there. So this was not just a bear where they just threw all of this onto him. This bear was specifically designed to look like the character, because Teddy in himself is a character. So, as I said, I moved an item, and I saw him. This was the only thing that was not wrapped in tissue paper, and so once I moved an item, I saw him right away and pulled them right out. And I'm still freaking out as much as I did the very first time I saw him, because this is my new favorite plushie. And I love plushies. Especially teddy bears. I mean, come here. See? I love teddy bears. I have had him since I was 18 years old. That was 21 years ago. So he has been with me for 21 years. This is one faithful man right here. So, okay, you go sit right back. Sit back down right where you're at. No, he is not going to replace you. So, he will be put away so that he does not get ruined. But he will be, my roommate does smoke, so I do have to worry about that, but I am keeping him very well protected, and he will be put away and displayed so that he is protected from that smoke. So, but I love him, I love him, I love him, I love him, I love him. He's so cute and adorable. I can squeeze him until his head pops off, but I won't do that because I still have 2 more items. And he is actually going to sit right behind me. Whoops. Yeah, what's worse is I'm trying to do this, reach into this box, and I'm having shoulder problems. That's why I'm not reaching as high as I normally would be able to. Yeah, this was the very next item I pulled. The very next item I pulled was this bag, and there is Teddy, as I said. I mean, he is the spitting image of his character. And the person he is right next to is the person who owns him on the show. So this is okay, you're gonna sit right there. This is just a small little, just a little tiny little bag. You can toss just a few things into here. Say if you're running out to some place, you might use it for an anime convention. Toss your phone in here, toss a wallet in here. If it's thin enough, toss your keys in here for your hotel room. There is, you're not be able to really see in there, but there is a separate pouch in here. And there is a separate compartment back here. With it being black on black, it's a little hard to see it. So it's a cute little quick grab bag, especially if, as I said, you're at a convention, you need to grab a few things because you don't want to be hauling a ton of stuff, especially with if you're cosplaying, and you can just toss this over your shoulder, over your head as it does expand, and it does shrink down. So I am going to try and make this as teddy sized as possible. Oh, perfect. There we go. There you go, hun. You can hold that for now. Perfect. I just need him to sit like that. And hopefully I can get him completely in the frame. I'm barely keeping my box in frame. And the very last item, ow, it's in here someplace. Ow. Okay. Ow. So here is the very last item. It is a mini flag for Diabolik lovers, which I love this. I do have a cork board. I can tack this up on my cork board and keep it there, which is great. If I had any nails in here, I would put it up there, but I don't, unfortunately. I'm gonna see if those hooks for, say, Christmas lights will hold this, those plastic ones. But I know this is the same image as that is on the bag, but as I said, I gave her a really big task by giving her Diabolik lovers. Diabolik lovers does not have a lot of merchandise, so I had thought she would come back with, you know what, pick another one. I found stuff for Vampire Night. I am extremely happy with these items. I mean, Teddy, I'm blown away with Teddy. I'm blown away with this small little bag. I don't do very many conventions anymore, but there are a few occasions when I do just need just a tiny little bag just for my cell phone, my wallet, and that's it. It's very rare, but I do sometimes need just that. And this, as I said, I do have a cork board. I can throw this up on there, or if I can get a nail into a wall, I can hang this up in here. And this will be a little bit easier to hang up than this will be. As I said, I'm going to frame this to put this up. But I love all three of these items because I did search to make sure that Diabolik lovers had a few items, and I did not even find these items. So flags are always about, these always run about $10 to $15. So between this and the clock, that's at least about $30, right? About $30 right there. A flag of about this size, okay, will set you back at least, because, okay, I'm going to unfold just to give you an idea. Okay, so here is the very top of it, and let me give you a look at a full of Kaname Kuran, who, as I said, is my first husbando from this series. And this flag just keeps going up and up and up. And there is the end of the flag. This flag is huge. Okay, a flag that is this large normally will retail anywhere from about $20 to $30 just for the flag. So there we're at 60. Plushie that is this detailed and stuff like that will normally run anywhere from, will start at least at the bottom end at about $20. And for this much detailing, that is definitely running more on the higher end of that spectrum. Sorry, I'm trying to fold this back up so that I can put everything back into the box. So this had to have ran at least about $25. $25 to another $30. And then you have the bags and the gloves on top of that, which I cannot begin to think about what those would probably run, because I've never seen items like that. So knowing as much as I do about anime merchandise, you definitely get your money's worth from this seller. And hold on, I'll be right back. Will I purchase from her again? Heck yeah, because I got great merchandise. I got merchandise that even when I looked to see what type of merchandise there was, I did not see any of this type of items. I never even knew that they made the clock for Vampire Night. So her information will be in the description below. Her user profile from Amino will be in there. Her profile from Facebook will be on there, as will be in the information box below. And as I said, she will keep you informed of when items come in. And I had at one point thought, okay, I only needed, there was only one more item. And she goes, no, there's 2 more coming. So she stays on top of how many items are left for your box. She stays on top of that information very well, which, if she's doing multiple boxes, I have to commend her for that. And she definitely got items that I will love and enjoy. I love and I will actually get a lot of enjoyment from. I mean, just this teddy bear he's making me so happy. I love him so much. I think I actually spent half an hour on just this bear alone during the last video. So I'm kind of glad I lost that footage. But yeah, I mean, don't knock all mystery boxes, because not all mystery boxes are the same. And I am sorry that this re-unboxing is an hour long, but there is just so much here. And yeah, this was definitely a re-unboxing that was well worth it. This stuff makes me happy, and I cannot wait to start using these. There's been a few cold snaps where I thought, man, I wish I could start wearing these, but I wanted to unbox this box again with you guys, and I did not want to accidentally forget about these. So these will be going into my jacket pocket so that I will have them. As I said, I love magic gloves, and so these are perfect. So thank you for tuning in. As I said, her information will be down below, and I will be sending out a message to her to get another box. I'm just kind of thinking of what I want to do next, if I want to do an anime box, or if I want to do a movie box, because I am very much into Star Wars. But there again, I do run into a very big problem. I'm a very big Kylo Ren fan, and unless it's merchandise from the new movie that is coming out, I have all the pop figurines of Kylo Ren, unless she can possibly find something that I don't have. But of course, I don't mind doubles of Kylo. Give me the doubles. Is it getting hot in here, or is it just me? But if you noticed, I am wearing my hair down for this video. There is a reason for it, and there will be a reason why I will be wearing my hair down for future videos. But I will not tell you guys why until the end of October. And sorry, I keep trying to look up, and I keep looking down. So until next time, keep on reading. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye, Teddy.